Michael Farley is recognized as an outstanding attorney and has experience on every level of the court system. He is the only candidate with judicial experience, serving 8 years as a municipal judge. Michael works hard for the people of Anderson County. He listens and advocates for our needs. He is respected by local officials and works to help solve problems in our community. And our shared values will help guide him in the courtroom.
I'm Michael Farley, and I'm asking for your vote, and I will work hard as your chancellor.
Hey, good evening, folks, and welcome to the Let's Go Fishing show. As you can see who my guest is, this is Bill Nichols. Bill, glad to have you with me, son.
Hey, Steve, always good to see you, buddy, and always good to be here.
All right, Bill and I have been fishing a little while today, and it was too wet for me to get to work, so he and I went fishing a little while up north, and we're not going to show what we done today, Bill.
No,
we'll
show that a little later,
We'll
son.
show that a little later. That's exactly right. That'd be
you better be watching, son. They'll be surprised, won't they?
They sure will. Folks, we're going to save that film for next week, and I want to say hello to my dad and to Polly and Gay. Glad they're home watching. I've got Bill here with me, so don't worry about him.
That's right.
All right. We've got some fishing film there tonight. Mike kind of got busy there last weekend and got a little fishing film, him and Brad there, Bill. And this time they didn't mess up on the camera work. They done a pretty good job.
Hey, that's great. That's great. Mike, he's really learning. I got him sitting over here beside of me over here. So if I need any help or anything, I just call him and say, hey, buddy, get over here and help me here.
All right. That sounds good. That sounds good. We'll make sure he stays on standby in case we need something answered or something. He can help us out. We're going to show some film here, and also got a couple of new sponsors we want to talk about tonight. I got a little bit of commercial break film for them, and our regular sponsors, you're seeing them on the bottom of the screen. Man, we can't do it without them. We got to have them. That's all they are to it, and I appreciate you all giving them your business and help us out on that and mention the show to them when you do go by and that kind of thing. I really do like the new format, and if you don't like it, please call and let me know. I got to watch the rerun Saturday, Bill, and I like the way things are going. And the sponsors are all showing up good on the screen and that kind of thing. May change the background up there in the left corner there where it's got the fish and the number for the show here. And I barely can make out that Let's Go Fishing up there above that fish. So we may change that background a little bit.
Yeah.
But
I think that's a nice background, Steve. I really do.
It is. I think I told Brad, I emailed him, told him I really appreciate, thanked him. I thought that I really liked what we was doing now, and we'll see how that goes here in the future. But it shows up a lot better and everything. And Mike don't take up much room on the screen, so we can get everything in.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Listen, we're going to go show some film on the fishing, and Mike and Brad were down on the lower end, middle of the lake, Watts Bar, and I was up in the Emery. So we'll get to my film second, and Herschel, if you want to show us that film, put it on. All right.
Okay, folks, we're down here at Blue Springs. Steve made me bring a camera with me. I'm going to get out here and me and Brad and see what we might be able to figure out. Maybe we'll find a fish or two anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, he got a little bit of red on his tail there. He's moved in wanting to do something. Little buck bass. I'm in the back of the holler here in this stump bed a little bit. That's where they ought to be heading to. got it pretty good in here. Oh, yeah. Get him right here on this other side. Yeah, that's pretty good now. Get him in there, see what's going on with him. Oh yeah. Few marks on his tail. Get me some needle nose out there on that one, Ray. Go. Go check what it weighs. He goes 6, 7 or something.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Okay.
Nice fish.
Nice fish. He's been on that tail.
Mm-hmm.
Been on that tail. There's a little one on here, Ray. No, he got rid of it quick too. We liking them points when the crankbait's a little bit. We find a few of them tucks or something in here. That's what that was. All right, Brad. I got you one there now. Nice little old bass, I think. Yeah. Yeah, he come up there. Got all over that rattle trap.
Yeah, he jumped all over.
70-degree water here in White's Creek. You think them fish should be in there spawning. Hitting's got a little bit of red on his tail.
A little bit right on there.
He's thinking about it, wanting to make a nest. Right. Hope Steve and them's having as good a luck as we are. Let's get back after them. One here, Brad. Finally got one on the A-rig here. Yeah. Nice little White Creek bass. Mike Richard would be real proud of that one. Marks on him. Good shape. Go back and bite again.
Get you another.
Like we got another little one here. Okay. Yeah, on it. Cinco. Oh, he's a fat one. Keep that belly on him.
Mm-hmm.
No marks on him, but he sure got a good belly on him. He's been eating good.
So get down here Friday or Saturday, April 4th. All right, folks, we're back, and Bill and I are sitting here watching that film there Mike shot, and looked like they caught a few fish, Bill.
He caught some good fish too, and he done a good job of filming there.
Yeah, he did. He
Yes,
sure
sir.
did. Yeah, had them right there on the camera. They, we might let them do that again one of these days there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That was a lot of good fish. Caught them a cranking, Mike.
Come on, everything. Carolina rig, A-rig.
Yeah, caught them a little way, about every way to be. That's good, son. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, they done a lot better this second go around. The first time they had the camera, they left it on, and all I seen was the side of the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they done a lot better this time.
Done real good.
Yes, sir. All right. That sounds good. Okay, Herschel, you ready to show another film there on the? All right, do it to us. Okay, that'll work good. All right. Folks, I'm up here in Little Emery, and I got on a little old school of fish here, and bass and stripe, and I've caught a dozen, I guess, before I decided to put the camera on. So we'll see what happens here in a minute. And I've got one of those professional overruns right now. See if I can get another bite here while we got the camera going. If I can stay off of them with a little bit of breeze that's kicked up and all that kind of stuff. Sitting about right now. I hate to get just right and then get moved off of it. So we'll see what goes on here, how long they'll stay here. Fishing's been tough today. I've caught 7 or 8 little old bass down the lake there, and I even stopped and crappie fished a little bit and never got a crappie, so I came on up here at Little Emery to see if I might flip up a fish, and picked up a rattle trap. Made a few fan casts out here, and oh man, you got to be kidding me. There it comes. Come loose. Looks like that wind's trying to blow in a storm here. Ah. I knew I should have had the camera on when I started, and now I hadn't made about 5 casts and hadn't had a bite. And I was catching one every cast there before I put the camera up. So we'll stay on them here for a minute and see if I can get them picked up here. All right, I think that we might be back in them. That looks like another stripe. It is. Oh, okay, quick release. That's good. Don't have to worry about getting the hook, man. All right, we might get them started back here in a second, and get them going here. Again, once you get a school of fish feeding like that, you got to keep a bait in the water.
know that's what had them fish up there feeding. Oh, missed that one. That, got that one now. Yeah. Whoa, come here, buddy. I don't know if that's a stripe or a bass. He's trying to run back there under the motor. Break me off. Yeah, that's another striper. All right. All right. I missed a fish on that last cast. Let's see if I can get another bite here. Yep, there's another one. Oh man, he just pulled off. That gummit. Huh. Oh my God. Oh yeah. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. Dadgum, that's a pretty good bass right there. Dadgone it. Huh. Dadgum. Huh. I let up on my reel handle to kick the camera back on, and he didn't get off. Just one right then. Them stripes run at that thing so fast. I think my rattle trap's messed up, it is. Yeah. Hard to catch them, that thing. Hook's all tangled up around the line. And all right, let's see if we get one right out here. Now, got another fish on there. Don't know if it's a striper or a bass. I've caught both right here in the last little bit. That's stripe. All right. All right, I've got another little old bass on here now. Oh, he is little. Then. Right. Oh, man, that gummit. Oh. That fish jumped off.
All right, folks. Me and Bill was just sitting here talking about the fishing there, and you know, I just fan casted there with that dang rattle trap, Bill, and like I said, I caught the first one was a bass, the second one was a bass, and then I caught a stripe right there in the same place, and I caught 7 fish before I mean, just as fast as I could throw that rattle, get them off and throw it back in. And put the camera on, and dadgum, like they never got another bite.
Hey, Steve, that's happened to me so many times, son. And like I told Mike a while ago, sometimes I think them fish can read your mind and what you're doing. But I've been into fish like that before. And another thing is, when you catch fish like that, we catch them in 7 or 8 fish in a school. Mm-hmm. You catch 1 or 2 and turn them right back. They might have been 10 or 12 there, and they just leave. They won't bite no more for me. I mean, they might be bite for somebody, but they won't. To me, I think you just scare them to death.
I think it definitely affects them. The worst thing I think too is if one strikes and you maybe hook him just a little bit, pull him a foot or 2, and he gets off. That just seems to shut them down.
That's right. That's exactly right, son.
And but them fish was there. The wind was blowing the minnows across through there, and I was the 2 foot of water up on top of that little old point there, and it dropped off to 5 to 10 to 18 foot there, real close, and they was, you know, I seen the minnows flipping and just threw at them and got the first fish, and then it was ever cast just about after that 7 fish in a row, and then. I put the camera on. It took me a while to get them started back.
You know, that rattle trap, Steve. That rattle trap is still a real bait, it's a good bait right now.
I agree. It's a good bait. I've caught a lot of fish on the rattle trap, and you know, it's just a good shallow water bait. You can't beat it.
No. I'm going to tell you what, Steve, I want to tell everybody that me and Steve was fishing today. And we pulled out and had to get home, and Steve to get to the show. And he asked me to come down with him, and so I started out to tag along. But while we was pulling out, I met 2 old boys that I've known for many years. And Dave Fulton, they both from Clinton, and Edward Sharp. And if you think you get too old to fish and do what you really like to do, you need to see Edward. He told me he was 90 years old, the 29th of January, this past January, and he is still wearing them big old fish out. And it had been quite a while since I'd seen Edward. And Dave, I'd seen Dave maybe 5-6 years ago, but I hadn't seen him in, you know, right often. I hadn't seen him. I like to not have known Edward. I had to ask him. I said, I ought to know you, but I said, I can't see you well enough. So he walked up to me, and I said, yeah, Edward Sharp.
Yeah.
But they caught a bunch of fish today. Edward and Dave did. And me and Steve is going to show you a film here in a couple of weeks that we just made today, and going back and making another one.
Yeah. So they had, what, 29 fish today?
29 fish today.
Smallmouth and largemouth.
Yeah, it was mixed stringer. That's
Mixed
right.
stringer.
That's what they told us, that they was mixed stringers and had some good fish.
Yes, sir. And what, let's see, Edward said he had one over 8 pounds on what, last week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said it's big old fish. He told me. I said, Edward, something like that, but tear your arm off now. I said, you can't handle nothing like that. He said, that's just what you think, Bill. But I really enjoyed seeing both of them fellas. Like I said, I don't get to see them often, but they're both doing well, and I was tickled to death to see both of them.
Yeah, it was good to run into them up there. I enjoyed seeing them and listening to them talk, and like you said, it's good to see fellers as old as Edward Sharp there still enjoy fishing, Bill.
That's right. That's right. I told Edward, I said, now, Edward, you ain't much far ahead of me. I said, I'm still enjoying mine, too. I said, you're about 5 years ahead of me. But I said, I'm not going to try to catch up with you or anything like that, but I'm just going to keep jerking just like you are.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Exactly right. So that's good. Herschel, let's see. I think we got, what, about 3 more minutes of film to show? 4 minutes? All right, let's do that, and then we'll come back and take a little commercial break.
Folks, I'm back down here at Little Emery. Got rained out at work again, so came back down here going on 1 o'clock, and we'll see if we can catch a few bass and some stripe maybe, or whatever. See what's going on. Wind's going to make it a little rough, but we'll deal with it. All right, folks, we've got a fish on here. Well, we had a fish on there. He just got off. All righty. About 2 casts later. Yeah, bass. Hooked everywhere on that rattle trap. All right, folks, we got one of them Little Emery, pretty good fish right here. Oh yeah, don't want to give up, does he? There we go. Yeah. All righty. Yeah, get in here, buddy. All right, folks, there's another one of them big old Little Emery bass. Whoa now. Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. I got you. Whoa. Here we go. Come here, baby. Oh, yeah. Easy now. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me look at you. That's all I want to do, get a look at you. I hope we got that fish on film. Another fish on here, folks. Yep, another striper. All right. All right, got another one here, folks. I'm pretty sure it's a stripe. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Man, they're just running in there everywhere.
All right, folks, there you go. Bill, I know that's the first time you got to see that film. Went right back down there Tuesday, I guess it was. Got rained out at work and hit that little old spot that I was on there Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
And just caught a few fish off of it, but I could tell that it wasn't the same. You know.
You often wonder why.
Yeah.
Move on.
Move on. That's what I did. I went trying to find another spot or two. It had some fish loaded up on it. Then I caught them two good largemouth there, pitching that brush hog, and that was, showed me right then that I helped that biggest one. That second one I caught there was a 5 pound or better, and I held it up in front of the camera, and I don't know what happened that it didn't show it, but I wanted everybody to see that tail. She was fanning the nest.
Right.
Yeah, their tail was wore off, and still had the eggs in her, and she was fanning on the nest there, and now that first fish, about a 3 pounder there, that was a buck bass.
Right.
Yeah, he wasn't. There wasn't a mark on him nowhere.
I be dang.
And
well, it's time. You take these shallow lakes, like Watts Bar, and some of the bigger creeks down there, when the water gets up 65 or better.
Yeah.
Some of them fish gonna go on bed.
Oh yeah, yeah. They definitely are. And that water up there was 76 degrees.
Yeah.
And what was it? North 66 today on North.
We found it 64.
64. That's right. It started
64
60. Yeah,
today.
yeah, about 61 when we put the boat in this
Yeah.
morning. Yeah. So quite a bit of difference.
Yeah.
Between in the Emory area of Watts Bar and up there. So I guess that's why things are a little bit behind. So
right. I'm sure that's right.
Yeah. And the deeper water up there makes a whole lot of difference and that kind of thing.
Well, I have to say this right here. Norris is still down more than what it really ought to be for this time of year. But, man, it's clear.
Yes, sir.
You better have that 4 and 6 pound test line and them little baits, and hopefully that a cloud cover will come over and the wind will blow.
Yeah, Bill, I was shocked to see how clear that was. I was kind of expecting it to be a little stained and have the pollen all over the top of it, and dang, we got there and look, my goodness gracious, you could see a dime down there in 10, 15 foot of water.
Every bit of it.
Yeah, I mean, it was just that gone. So, but anyway, we caught a few fish and learned some things and today, so we're going to go back and try to get some good film and that kind of thing. A couple of quick announcements here I wanted to make. James Knuckles, his daddy, passed away this week, and I want to give condolences to him and his family. James is the tournament director and for the volunteer bass trail. So, James, I hope anything we can do, holler at us, buddy, and that kind of thing. Also, too, we got 2 new sponsors signed up here this week, or last week and this week, and I was up to Rocky Top Outdoors. There, Bill, going out of Lake City, and on on 116 there Saturday morning. They had their grand opening. So, Herschel, can you show us that grand opening film? Okay. Hey, good morning, folks. I'm up here at the Rocky Top Outdoors, their grand opening. Got Andrew Howard, the proprietor here, owner of the business. Andrew, how you doing this morning?
Doing great.
Doing great.
Really glad to have you.
All right, I'm glad to be here. And, you know, things are hopping. We got people cooking and had several customers in already this morning. So a good start for you. And I know this is a young business. How long have you been opened up?
We've been here since April 1st was our first day. You know, we've had a really good shot the first month.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a lot of things going on. We've got archery, we've got fishing, ammunition, you know, all kinds of game calls, turkey calls. Just a lot of things going on right now.
Man, that's good. I've been inside the store, and they're trying to get things stocked up. It takes a while to get everything in. I know it takes you a while, so
that's right.
to get stocked up. But sounds like good. Give me the address, and you know you're real close right out of the Lake City here.
That's right. We're a half mile from Interstate Exit 129, half mile north of there on Highway 116. Our address is 2639 Highway 116, and that's actually a carryable address.
Right.
37714.
Okay, folks, there you go. If you know, you're not going to see this till Thursday night, but had Andrew's ad and advertisement up last week, and he's going to be a sponsor of the Let's Go Fishing show. So, you know, there's nothing we can do but just come by here and give him our business and help him get this thing started here.
Appreciate it.
All right, thank you, Andrew. All right, remember the Let's Go Fishing show, folks. Okay. Hey folks, I got some stuff here on the table that's for a charity, and thought we'd let you give you a little shot of it here, and then I'm gonna get the guy that's got the hardware here, and they're raising money for a charity, and I'm gonna let him tell you all about it. And man, got some laser cutting here on some signs and whatnot here, some glasses and stuff they're going to be selling chances on out here. So real nice display, and we're still here at the grand opening here at Rocky Top Outdoors. So let me get this gentleman on here and tell us about the charity. Okay, folks, I'm here with Joe Parrish. Joe, tell us about the table full of goods you got here.
Yes, I've got some items here that we're actually doing a raffle on, and also some items for sale. And this is for Toys for Rocky Top Kids, which we have a Christmas party every year, and we feed local kids and also give them gifts. And we have a little party and we'll get together down Main Street Baptist Church.
All right, Joe, appreciate it. And he's up here at Rocky Top Outdoors and trying to help get this new business started. So appreciate you, Joe.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, folks, there you go. I had a great time up there at the grand opening there for Rocky Top Outdoors. You folks up that way, don't forget to stop in there and check them out. And Bill, they, you know, getting started, got quite a bit, but trying to get the merchandise stocked in and get their store stocked up. And
I'm sure we're gonna go by there and visit with them. I know right where they're at now. Somewhere along the way, I guarantee I've run across the boys somewhere.
I guarantee, no doubt about it. Andrew works at Knoxville Fire Department and with Sonny Lee's boys, and so you know we kind of hit it off real quick.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So know that family real well. But anyway, go by there and see them. Also, remember all of our other sponsors on the screen there. Make sure you let them know about the show, and you appreciate them sponsoring. So we'll continue to do that, and we keep the show on. Remember the Denali rods? These are just some reminders over at Edgemore Outdoors. The Denali rods and the Lew's reels over there, and don't forget to check that out over there with Edgemore Outdoors on that. for sure. And then we've got the Tennessee Sportsman Association. You know, if you haven't got yourself involved in that organization, it'd be a good thing to do. If you remember, Jason Lanford was talking about the task force, Bill, when had him on here a few weeks ago, and that relates right to the Tennessee Sportsman Association,
Right.
With Jack Raines and his group.
Old Jack's been involved with that for a long time.
He sure has. They've done a good job. They've got a lot of things done that we probably wouldn't have got done. Viewer, if you're watching, talked with Jack week 4 last, and they have not forgot about the dock down in the Little Emery area.
Right.
You know, he's just, you know, it's a slow process, but once you get people looking at it, and it'd be, you know, to get that floating dock in down there, it'd be a big help.
Sure will.
And so we hadn't forgot about that. Let's see. Oh, the Tennessee or the TVA Spring Sport Fishing Survey, if I'm not mistaken, they wound up today. I think that they were on Douglas, and that finished up today. At Swans Bridge. So all that information out on that will be available pretty quick, Bill.
Right.
See how many.
All indications that I hear is the crappie fishing has really come back on Douglas.
Mm-hmm.
I know of talking with several of the fellows that's crappie fishing up there. They say it is as good as it's been way back yonder.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've heard good reports from a lot of people that I've talked to. Also, same thing. They run into some boys over there.
This report right there will tell us a whole lot.
I agree. And you can get that on the website. Pull that information up. I'm sure, if I remember right, the Watch Bar survey was done back in April the 15th, 16th, 17th. So that information I know is going to be available. They always try to have that done in just a couple of days. And so once all this information's in there, you can pull it up and we do some comparisons. And that's why they do it. They want to see what's going on from year to year.
Right.
And Bill, that's a I was, all the years fishing I've done, and last year when I went down to Chickamauga with them there, I was highly impressed with what they do and how they do it. And it was a good thing. And if you haven't never been, I'd encourage you to next year get signed up and go.
Right.
It's you see a lot of things, and I was amazed at the bluegill, and I told this back last year. It just, I mean, from teensy tiny, half-inch long up to big as your hand.
Yeah.
Just everywhere.
Right.
You'd think, heck, that's all you need to fish with is a bluegill, because they, there's plenty of bait there for them. When they're eating on them bluegill, and that was I just was amazed at how many there was in the river, just honestly, and that kind of thing.
Steve, I've always said, if you've got the bait in these lakes, if you've got the bait,
mm-hmm.
you'll have good fishing.
Agreed.
And when the fishing is not as good, I know I've seen Norris over the years when I didn't feel like the bait was what it ought to be.
Yeah.
And the fishing wasn't what it was supposed to be either. But now we got the LY, we got the shad and all, and hey, I think it's really come back.
Yeah, it's different. I know Watts Bar's picked up, Bill, since we killed the grass out. This is the best. Right now is probably the best it's been.
Right.
Hello, caller.
Hello, Steve Cox. Hello, Bill Nichols.
Jack Raines, what are you doing?
No, that's Mike Richards.
Oh, is that Mike Richards?
Yeah.
Hey, I tell you what, Mike, you don't even sound like Jack Raines.
Hey, speaking of Jack Raines, I've got 10 memberships here that I'm sending in on this Tennessee Sportsman Association. I just had trouble getting addresses. So if somebody talks to Jack, but I'll certainly have those in before the next meeting. Be sure, Steve, to tell him that if you talk to him.
I'll do it, and he and I try to talk about it every week, but it's hard to nail him down. But anyway, I'll get him out. I'll make me a note of that right now. Okay.
Tell him I'm sending in 10 memberships.
Okay.
Hey, Mike, how you doing, son?
Buddy, I'm struggling some, Bill. Not able to walk, and it's just sickening, buddy, not to be able to get out. I had to go to the dentist Monday. My wife took me over there.
Yeah.
And shoot, I even missed the bloom of the Bradford pears this year.
That ain't no
They
good.
already had lost
That's
their
no
bloom
good at all.
when I went out Monday. So that's just one of the things you take for granted, guys. Having the dogwoods blooming, the Bradford pears blooming, breaking the springtime, and I basically didn't get to see it.
Mm-hmm.
I sure got to smell it though, because this pollen's been about to kill me. Hey, see where Mike was down here in Whites Creek fishing.
Yeah, he said he's right there in front of your place there trying to catch them bedding fish,
Don't you know that they got to sign up with me before they start running around down here in Whites Creek?
Yeah, I told him, I said, you ought to go over and see Mike Richards' house there and catch some of them bedding fish over while you down there.
Well, they were sure doing it. Now, of course, they've raised the water since that big front came through the other night.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming that they're going to hold it now. But I don't know that for a fact.
I don't know that for a fact either, but we still got 3 or 4 more days before that guy's prediction is no good or not valid. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, I know what you're saying. But I've got a bumblebee that's going to go in my boat slip, and plus my pontoon boat that's going to go in front of what I call my swim dock. And I want to make sure that the water's going to stay up before they go in there, though. I don't want.
Right, I hear you. I know what you're saying. That's just what the info I got, and it's creeping up. And I'll tell you this: as Bill and I were going across the bridge there at the hatchery this morning, headed to Norris, they wasn't dropping a bit of water in Norris. No. And as we come back down this afternoon, about 4:00, 4:30, while they was running water out of Norris.
Is that right?
Yeah, and so if they do that, it's got to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, Bill said that we're going to be surprised about your trip. What's the surprise? Now, don't make me wait till next week.
Well, the big surprise was we didn't do too good today. That was the big surprise to us. But we talked to some guys that did, and I'm hoping they include. We hope next week we'll have some film that'll be real good.
Yes, sir. They were two fellas that
Bill wouldn't be losing his touch at 85 years.
Well, no, I don't think Bill was. I think it was the guy in front of the boat wasn't putting him in the right place. And I tell you honestly, we saw what was going on, but we didn't change to adapt to it. I was trying to force feed them a Cinco, and Bill was fishing a grub, and we was going to make them bite it whether they wanted to or not, and they didn't want to.
I know all about that, guys.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So,
hey, sports fans, I'm telling you right now, everybody's watching tonight. Sitting right there beside Steve is the best smallmouth fisherman alive in the world today, and everybody should have their recorders on to record this while Bill's on these shows. Something we can show our grandkids down the road that loves fishing as much as Bill did. So recorders ought to be on anytime, especially next week when he shows them out there on the water. You ought to have those camcorders ready and film the world's greatest smallmouth fishing. And he belongs to us right here in East Tennessee. Hey guys, have a good evening. Appreciate the show. Thanks for bringing it to me. And
I appreciate
I'll
you,
watch
Mike.
it every chance I get.
all right, Mike, appreciate you. And Bill said the same thing also, man. I feel the same way you do. It's an honor to be here with him, and more of an honor to be in the boat with him. And used to do that when I was a teenager, but I'm getting back into it now with Bill, and glad to have him around anytime I can take him.
I'll always remember those memories I had with Bill there when I was doing the show, and they're really special to me, and I sure kept the film on it, and I'll always have it. Well, guys, y'all have a good night there. Take in some more calls, and if y'all get out, drop in and see me.
All right, buddy. See you, Mike.
Thank
See
you,
you
Mike.
guys.
Okay, buddy. All right, good deal. Yeah, that's fine. Hey, Herschel, take us to that thrift and more ad there, will you? Did we already do it? Okay, well, it's my mistake then. Heck, I knew you was ahead of me. Okay, fine and dandy. We're good. We're good. As long as we done it, I'm fine and dandy. I forgot about that. But anyway, what Mike was talking about there, we'll get back to this. Folks, another announcement wanted to make here right quick. Don't forget about this with TWRA. If you want to make some changes in anything, make sure you get on the website and get those sent in to those people and to TWRA and at comments at Tennessee.gov, and that'll get you, if you want to see something changed you don't particularly like, don't forget that. Also, too, I've got a picture here from Cheryl Smith of Jackie Pope holding up a huge catfish. I'm going to get that up. Now, next week, I'm going to send this to Herschel on my phone and from my phone to him and let him do us a blow-up on that, because, Bill, that catfish is about as tall as Jackie is.
Yeah, I've known old Jackie for a long time. It was weighting him down just to pick it up.
Yeah, that's a huge fish. I'm gonna put he's in the running for the photo of the month here for May, and that's another thing, folks. Don't forget that photo of the month thing. So we got one to kick off May already, and man, that's a huge fish. Okay, all right. We got a call here. We'll take this call and then we'll do it. All right. Hello, caller.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, buddy.
How you doing?
I know who that is. Go ahead.
Bill. How you doing, Bill?
That's Jim. Jim Williams at Edgemore.
Is that hey, Jim? How you doing, old buddy? I visited a little bit with Jim yesterday.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to get the Let's Go Fishing Show special for tomorrow, Saturday.
All right.
The Lose Tournament Series. The one for $149.99. I'm going to have for $129.99.
Okay.
Got to mention Let's Go Fishing.
All right. And that's on the Lose Tournament Series reels.
Yeah, the ones that are $149.99. I'm going to have for $129.
Yeah, man, that's $20, man. I tell you, Jim, you're far. All right, and what about the Denali rods? Are they still on sale? But I know they got to be eligible for the tournament if they've got two of them for the extra money.
No, that special I had on those that's gone.
Okay, all right, I understand. But you still are. You're the only dealer that I know of got the Denali rods.
I'm sure there's some more around here, but I don't know who they are.
Okay, 10-4. The only one I want to be concerned about is Edgemore Outdoors. You rascal, you. All right, hey.
Hey, listen, you guys have a good evening.
Hey, Jim, thanks for calling in, and I want to talk to you about what you think about the way the show's programmed up right now. I know you're watching.
Looking good so far.
All right, thank you, Jim. Appreciate you, man.
All right, see you, buddy.
All right, buddy. Folks, don't remember that on those Lose Tournament Series reels. Normally $149, and they're on sale for $129. And Jim got plenty of them. I know he keeps a stock. So we're going to go to take a little break here and let me get a drink of water and come back and close out. And Herschel, show us that Jay's thrift. All right.
Hey, hello, folks. I'm here at Jay's Thrift and More store, and it's located in the West Side Plaza, down on the west end, 1990B. The number is 865-272-5157. Now, this is a thrift store, and they've got a little bit of everything, folks. And if you're looking for some TVs, couches, clothing, you know, things of that nature, office supplies, all just, you know, they've got a mixture of everything here. So stop by down here at Jay's Thrift and More, and they're located in the old in the West Side Plaza down here. You can't miss it. And look around, see if they got something you might could use. And they're also looking for items that you might want to get rid of that you don't need anymore. Give them a call. They'd be more than glad to talk to you about it. May come by and pick it up or what have you. So remember, Jay's Thrift and More store here in the West Side Plaza. Come by and check them out. And they're going to be a sponsor on the Let's Go Fishing show. So hope to see you Thursday night. Okay, folks. What we got, Herschel? About 3 minutes? About 2 minutes. Dadgum, we're going to have to set the clock up here. Bill, got a couple of things. Now, folks, remember those two new sponsors, and you guys remember old Edgemore Outdoors on those loose reels. Now you got to mention the Let's Go Fishing show, Bill, to get the cash in on that savings there. So if you don't run real far, you can take $20 and just about make a fishing trip.
That's right. Yeah. I tell you what, I've been in a lot of fishing stores in my lifetime, but Jim Williams got about the best stock store I've ever seen as far as baits and every kind of bait that you want to catch every kind of fish in the lake. I've never seen a tackle store stocked any better.
Yeah, he's got the stuff. Ain't no doubt about it. Right quick, folks, we got something here. This Medford Volunteer Fire Department. I'll have Fletcher Bean over here with me next week to talk more about it, but that's coming up here May the 17th. And they got a $500 first place award and a bait caster, a $250 reel. That's just how good Edgemore Outdoors is. Donated that $250 reel for them boys to give away. But they're trying to raise money to build a building to put their new engine in, and so we need to support that. It's going to be on North Lake and at Oak Grove Free Launch. So we'll have Fletcher here next week and fill you in on all the details. Listen, it's been great having Bill here with me today. Or tonight, and it's been great fishing with him today. Can't wait till we get to go again.
That's right. Can't wait.
Can't wait. And
my fishing has not been what it has been in the last couple of years, but sure hoping to get back into it big time.
All right, I heard that. Miss Polly, take care of yourself. Bill will be home shortly. Folks, God bless you. See y'all next week. Okay. We done good.
Michael Farley is recognized as an outstanding attorney and has experience on every level of the court system. He is the only candidate with judicial experience, serving 8 years as a municipal judge. Michael works hard for the people of Anderson County. He listens and advocates for our needs. He is respected by local officials and works to help solve problems in our community. And our shared values will help guide him in the courtroom.
I'm Michael Farley, and I'm asking for your vote, and I will work hard as your chancellor.